Well, it's martini time again. I, I always look forward to this happy time with you. Usually it's the kind of like the end of the day. That's what happy hour is. And here we come and talk about what we've learned. You know, what did you learn today? Everybody should ask that at the end of the day. What understanding was increased today? That should happen every day. That should be a goal of today. Today, I want to understand something I didn't know. Today, I want to learn something. That's a good way to be. So today, I have a cotton ball to pull apart. I stopped by the roadside once in North Carolina. There was a field full of cotton, and I picked this little sucker, and I love it because when you feel this cotton ball, there's seeds in it. There's seeds in there. So now I don't want to pull it apart because I've only got one cotton ball. But when you pull it apart, you get the seeds of understanding. Isn't that interesting? And it takes a lot of work. There's thorns here. See, these are thorns. Imagine what it was like to pick cotton with thorns. They're like roses. You got to pick this thing and you bite these are sharp. It's like cactus. Hard. So there's thorns in understanding. There's thorns in front. That's why people don't really bother to understand, because there's thorns there. You prick your finger. A little blood on the cotton. So what are we going to pick apart today is the topic of this talk is the accidental life. And I've been writing about this today, and accidents happen. Now, here's the thing about an accident. We like to divide it, say a derailment of my plan. Okay, so I got the plan to go to Walmart. My intention and plan is the same thing. Got an intention to go to Walmart, and I have a flat tire. An accident. Ah, damn, why does this happen to me? I just got new tires. Or somebody slashed the tire. Oh, now this is intentional. Now this is serious, you see. The effect is that I got a flat tire and my plan got disrupted. So they're both accidental in that sense. Another thing is you're in a rowboat in a lake, and you're fishing, and another boat bumps you behind. What? And you turn around and it's empty. It's an accident. Okay, no disruption. But suppose there's some kids in it. You turn around. What? You stupid kids, don't you watch where you're going? The bump is the same, but now the accident is intentional. So let's just I've been, pulling this thing apart, you see. Is there any difference, really? So you're sitting there reading a book, and your wife calls you to take out the garbage. And I'll do it later. Or you get up complaining. My plan's been derived. This was my time. You see, my plan is disrupted. So now I blame the wife because she intentionally disrupted my plan. Or from her point, was it just accidental? Was it just something that she needed? It was no intention. Or if the phone rings and it's the telemarketer. Damn, accidental, intentional, these telemarketers, you see. So if you look at your life, you go through life with our plans constantly being derailed by either accidents, and then you can blame yourself. Well, I should have watched, I should have seen that. I shouldn't have left that rug down there. I should have prepared that thing. I shouldn't have left that out there so it would get knocked over. Kind of stupid me. So now blame me, you see. So what I'm working with here is that life is planned. Life has intention. Even going to the bathroom is a plan. My intention, you see. Talking here is an intention. Now suppose Facebook goes off, the power goes off, So now I'm derailed. You see, accidental or intentional. Did Facebook really do that to me? You see? But the effect is the same. That's what I'm pointing out. The effect is the same whether it's intentional or accidental. So how do we deal with it? So what the topic of this talk, the idea is the accidental life. Now what if you included, see, the problem is we have a narrow lens. It's like we live on a train track. I'm here and I got a plan to go there and it's a straight line, right? But life doesn't work like that. Trains work like that. But life works like a meandering river, you see. Life meanders. And what does it meander by? By accidents. By something unplanned. By beavers. So life is a meandering. It sometimes gets caught in a loop. The river will form a loop. It makes a little, it'll meander right around in a circle. And then it'll finally break off and get back going, The GPS is a good metaphor for this. So you got a GPS and you got a flat map. So your wife's next to you with a flat map and she says, okay, you're here and you got to go. You take this road and you take that road and that's the direct route to where we're going. And you make a wrong turn. Accidental, intentional, anyway, you're an idiot. Now you're on a GPS. And you have a nice, sweet navigator. She has a nice voice. And you miss the turn. You don't listen to the directions, or you're daydreaming, or you just, what the hell with it, I'll just turn here anyway. And the gentle navigator says, turn right, turn left. No matter what you do, no matter where you meander, the navigator says, you're always going home. You're always going home, you see. And you might discover something on your meandering. But you're always going home. So this is the difference between a life path of meandering and a mechanical path of the train track, you see. The intentional path, the planned path, that cannot be derailed. You put all your effort in to making a plan that will have no accidents. Our whole country is running on a train track that is designed not to have any accidents. If an accident appears, the first responders' technology come rushing in to figure out what caused it so they can fix it and it'll never happen again. Medicine is like that. Airplanes are a good example. We don't have any more airplane crashes now because every time there's one, they go in and analyze it and find out what the cause is. And they find out that single cause and they remove it, and then that doesn't happen again. So that's the goal of our civilization, basically, is through analysis, through reductionist, getting down to that single cause, getting down to the single cause and then removing it, then you won't have any more disruption of your plan. So everything will be positive, everything will be perfect. And then you just get insurance policies and everything, and so every time there's an accident or an unplanned derailment, a new regulation comes in, you see, to prevent it from happening. And over time, you have a pile of regulations. And also you have a pile of insurance companies to cover you for every possible accident. You feel like I'm at home now, I can relax, but can you? Life doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. Life is accidental. So, you see, when we're dealing with life, we have to include accidents. Accidents are going to happen. There's so many variables, so many possibilities. Life is potential. Every moment is potential for anything. A tractor-trailer truck could come right through this door right now. The guy could fall asleep on the road and barrel right in here, wipe me out. So but I'm not worried. I'll just include that in my talk. So, creativity understands this. Now, the artist has a seed idea, like in the cotton ball. There's a seed in there, and so you start to pull apart. You start to pull apart your medium, whether it's painting or whatever, and you want to get that seed, so that art idea. All right, but you make mistakes. You spill. You screw up. You forget something. Something unpredictable, unexpected happens, and the artist incorporates that into the art, and it turns out to be, oh, just right. How many inventions have happened because of accidents? Some of the greatest inventions have happened by accidents, where somebody left something out overnight and it came back and said, whoa, what is this stuff? Or they accidentally do something unexpected in the plan, and it unfolds a whole new potentiality, a whole new potentia. Potentia blooms out of accidents, you see. If there were no accidents, there would be no creativity. There would be no life, you see. So accidents must be included in your life plan, whether it's going to pee, or whether it's to get a job, or whether it's to go on a vacation, or whatever your plan is. Expect accidents, and when they happen, let them happen as if you chose them. Now, what happens when this happens, you see? Even if somebody intentionally slashes your tire or something, accept it as if you chose it. So if you accept everything as if you chose it, what you're accepting is the present moment. It's just this, you see. Now, there's a funny thing about the present moment. The present moment can't be different than it is. But if you look at it in the rearview mirror, it can be different, because you can imagine it could be different. Well, it shouldn't have been like that. Could have been different if that bloke hadn't hit me, you see. But there is no single cause for anything in life. In a machine there is, it's the carburetor. But in life there's no single cause, because everything's interconnected. You can find a cause, but that has a cause, and that has a cause, and that has a cause, and the causes multiply. So every event is kind of like a pebble in a pond, and the causes keep expanding, go all the way back to the Big Bang. You can't draw a line somewhere and say that's where the cause of this event began, and it, every child has a parent, you see. So life is interconnected. A butterfly, the old quantum physics things, a butterfly flaps in Brazil, creates a tornado in Oklahoma. So there is no single cause. But if you want to blame somebody for your accident, then you'll find a cause, you see. But then what are you blaming, you see? You're blaming the universe. You see, you're blaming the cosmos, because the cosmos caused it. The whole friggin' cosmos causes everything. It's only our little linear one-track mind that'll trace back and say to the closest thing to me, and say, well, you did it, And now all I've done is just divided the cosmos again into me against the cosmos. But if you incorporate the accident, now this doesn't mean you have to go say, oh, hit me again. I don't mean that. I mean you incorporate, that your plan can never be derailed if you incorporate whatever happens. So, you can never be a loser if you incorporate everything that's against you. By the way, this is what Jesus meant when he said, love your enemies. You see, a very simple expression, but very profound, And it doesn't mean to go up and kiss the guy that just shot your dog. We're not talking about that, you see. So this whole idea of accepting what is, it doesn't mean you can't fix things and fix the car and go put the guy in jail who slashed your tire. It doesn't mean you can't do that stuff, you see. So we're not talking about that. You have to put on a wider angle here. And just look at our life, and all the things that have happened to us, accidents, intentional, accidental, my intentions, my screw-ups. It's just a big stew, you see. And it brought me to where I am and you where you are. We are the product of the cosmos. We are the cosmos talking and listening to each other in this moment. And it can't be any different than this. It can't be. The cosmos cannot be different than it is. It is what it is. Accidents, intentional ones, circumstantial. The whole thing is all one interactive web, you see. So if we approach it with a wide angle, and when accidents happen, you just incorporate that into your plan. If the wife calls you to go take out the garbage, you just get up and take out the garbage, go back and sit down. No blips, no beep, beep, nothing. It's a non-event, you see. If your tire's flat and you're late, your tire is fat and you're late. It's a non-event. You see, you just corporate. This is what the Catholic Church did, for God's sakes. They didn't fight paganism, they just incorporated it. The Romans did it too. Catholics got it from the Romans. The Romans expanded their empire by just incorporating everybody into the empire. They didn't divide the world and say, you're on the other side and I'm on the, get out, you can't come in. They just said, come on in. And just extended like an expanding universe, you see, by incorporating. So this whole idea of inclusion is is an intention to unity. So all of us have an intention to be home, to be at peace, to be complete. Just buying a product is that if I buy the product, I'll be complete for a moment. But so it's kind of like a mini being at home. Oh, I got it, Oh, I'm at home. So that being at ease when you accomplish something is like for the moment I'm at home, you see. So that's unity. I'm in union with the world at this moment because I got what I desired, you see. So this quest for unity goes in two ways, but they're opposite. One way is towards, it is a centripetal force, which is inclusive. It goes out from the center outward. So you keep incorporating more. The other way to unity is exclusive, and it goes to the center. It goes to the one. All right. So if you're fixing a car, you have to use the centrifugal force or analysis, and you got to figure out, you got to eliminate the possibilities and get down to the one cause. But when you're working with life, you have to use the inclusive force, the centripetal force, and be inclusive. So when an accident happens, you include it in your plan. Well, I planned it this way. You didn't, but you just make it into your plan. You see. So so you're always going home. You're always a winner if you include the accidental in your plan. And you say thank you for the accidental because I discovered something in it. I expanded my understanding. I'm lighter. I'm more alive because I include more, you see. So the more I include, the lighter I get. The more creative my mind is, you see. So see the difference between the machine and the life? This requires two different logics, two different forces, two different ways of being. And we get them confused because we think life is a machine and we want to apply analysis to everything and exclude the accidents and say, why me? That son of a bitch hit me, you see. And all that does is reduce me to the one ego. See. So anyway, thank you for dropping in, and I'll see you in the morning at Zen Live.